And welcome back. So, on the Tippy Tapper yesterday, the Americans have been showing their nuclear strength. It's a bit like scenes out of Command and Control, a documentary from 2017, which I managed recently to apprehend. Basically, it's all propaganda for war. The Russians were busy on the emergency broadcasting band, transmitting secret codes. Extremely rare they do this. They are preparing. China and America trade war is escalating every day. They don't want to attack Iran because they got nuclear weapons. They should have attacked Pakistan and India. They got nuclear weapons, which were funded by Western taxpayers' money, strangely enough, to foreign aid. Instead of feeding their people, they were building nuclear bombs. How lovely they are. Now, in most cases, it was the West who provokes the East. They don't want to admit this. Why, you ask? Why they want to provoke China, Russia and Iran? Iran's just an excuse to cut off the energy supplies of China. And the Panama Canal is one of those routes where the Chinese containers which brings all their stuff in the West. Because the dominance of the hamburger empire, they're losing control by the hour. And they have done this to the Japanese and Americans. They cut off all their supplies regarding where there were presence of the Japanese empire there in Asia. And obviously what the Japanese done, they bombed Pearl Harbor, and it was a good excuse for the Americans to join into the war. Failing economy, 10 years after the Great Depression of 1929. Looks like history is repeating itself again. But this time round, we may live in a technological world. That technology, where there is no energy or electricity, is absolutely useless. And we're all depending on suppliers and other third parties for our necessary needs, everyday needs basically. We're not auto-sufficient as we once before. Why do you think there are people called preppers, which have homesteads? They're auto-sufficient, growing some food, they've got their own energy, they've got their own water, and so on. Because when the big one comes, most people will be victims of panic. And God knows how many people will perish in that situation. It's a question of time. This thing is going to occur in some way or fashion. But we are witnessing the eve of these events. Every day is building up with some type of global crisis, whether it's economical, political, or a war is going to break out. It's a part of this plan. The Great Reset. The Brave New World. Orwell 1984.